Hello, everyone. I am Mr. Palmer, and I am the head band director here at Polk Middle School. And we are super excited for you to be here in band and learning about what we need to. Our video is going to be maybe a little bit longer than the other teachers because we normally have a big parent meeting at the beginning of the year. But this is going to take the place of that, so hopefully we can give you a ton of information. Like I said, my name is Mr. Palmer. I know most of you know me, but I've been here for about 11 years at Polk Middle School. I've been teaching for over 20, and I teach the Wind Symphony. That's my main band, is the varsity ensemble here at Polk Middle School.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Hilly. I am new to Polk this year. I'm coming from Fort Worth, where I taught 3 years at a school over there. I'm very excited to be here. I'm going to be working with specifically the symphonic band this year.
Hello, my name is Javier Nino, and I have been teaching for 22 years. I've been at Polk for 3, and I get the privilege of teaching the concert band children. I'm so excited.
All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to share my screen and show you some information, and hopefully we can get you all informed here by the end of this thing. Okay, welcome to band, 7th and 8th grade band. Our goals as a band, okay? We've got number 1, to understand and use musical terms. Number 2, read and understand pitch notation, execute rhythmic notation, use proper wind and percussion techniques, use eye-to-hand coordination. All those things your student did a lot of last year, okay? But these next things are specific to this year. So performing in an ensemble, interacting with large group discipline, interact socially with peers, accept and utilize constructive criticism, and having excellent and respectable conduct. So this year we'll be focusing a little bit more eventually, we hope, on a larger group mentality. Virtual expectations. All students should be attending either the WebEx or Google Meet virtual meetings during class time. They should be actively engaged, have their instrument out, and play along with the teacher's instructions. While in the meeting, students should have the webcam on, if possible, and microphone muted unless told otherwise. And students need to complete assignments that are listed under the modules for band class, and assignments are for a grade. One factor with grading, is that in Canvas, we're able to do grades very quickly and immediately give feedback to the student. It takes a little bit of time, though, to get those grades transferred into the team system, or where you're usually looking for grades in student or parent self-serve. So if you want to know right now where they're at, the fastest way is through Canvas. There's a menu item that says grades right there on their home screen of each class, and you can look and see what they're doing at the moment. But as of now, Canvas and our other system are not connected automatically, so we have to do some legwork on our end, and we'll try to do our best, but you're going to get your fastest shot at their grade by looking in Canvas. Okay, some just different things to think about, especially as 7th and 8th graders. First of all is braces. If your student has already learned how to play their instrument, and so this year, if they get braces in the middle of the year, they may have to sort of, in some ways, relearn how to play their instrument. And so it's important for us to know when you're planning on that. If you play an instrument such as trumpet, flute, okay, French horn, possibly, the brass instruments to a lesser degree, but especially those, braces have quite a large impact on the students playing. If we know that they're going to get that, we'll be able to help them through that process and help them to succeed as much as they can. Also, talking about the timing of braces is important. So maybe you could get braces right before leaving for a break, and it wouldn't be a huge deal if they couldn't play their instrument for a couple of weeks. But if you got them right before we went to a contest per se, they might not even be able to play their instrument the next day if you had just recently gotten the braces. So important thing to consider, just communicate with us, let us know what's going on, and we can help you through that process. Obviously, for some instruments, not as big of a deal. Not as big of a deal for alto saxophone or clarinet, especially not for percussion. But if it's one of those instruments I listed before, let us know. Okay, region and district band. Region and district band is kind of like an all-star team. The best players are chosen to participate through an audition process. The teaching of this music is a district expectation, especially for the top band, and we follow region and state guidelines to teach this part of the curriculum. So all the Wind Symphony students are required to work on and pass off the region and district music. They will have summative tests that are correlated with this. They're also required to record this music individually in the last week of October and between November 7th and November 11th. So in the past, we went to a school, all the students came and they got into a room and they played their music. Obviously, right now with COVID-19, that is not a possibility. So what we're doing is we are having the students record their music, okay, into a computer, and then that music is going to be then taken to the judges who will then judge it virtually. So a little bit different process this year than what we're used to. If you're an 8th grade parent in the Wind Symphony, you may have known what it was like before. Obviously a lot different now. So details about the recording process will be explained later. Symphonic band students are strongly encouraged to participate in the same process, and any other student who wants to participate can. Okay, all the bands may be working on this music at some point or another. Okay, school-owned instruments are available to members of the band who play those instruments or have been asked to switch by the directors. These are the usual school-owned instruments, as many of you know by now: oboe, bassoon, bass clarinet, tenor saxophone, bari saxophone, French horn, euphonium, tuba, and we have a limited supply of some of the other instruments. School-owned instruments are the responsibility of the child to whom it's checked out to. There's a cleaning and usage fee of $50 per year to cover the regular cleaning and use of the instrument. The school is not able to pay for repairs due to student negligence. Serious damage to the instrument during the year will be repaired immediately and billed to the student or parent and parent. A damage assessment will occur at the end of the year to determine if repairs are necessary due to negligence, and fines will be assessed. So you have to take care of your school-owned instrument. Okay, Woodwind Supplies. Make sure you have these woodwinds, and you probably have these from beginner class, but you may need an update of them. Flutes need cleaning swab, polishing cloth, key, brush, or duster. Clarinets need cleaning swab, cork grease, reeds, at least 3 working reeds at all times, and a neck strap. If you need some of these items, and I'm going to pause in the middle of this, you can order most of them online, many of the times going to Amazon. Just make sure you order the same kind that we have recommended in the past, so that your student has a quality reed or quality item to make sure that their instrument works properly. Okay, for oboe, they need a swab, cork grease, reed case, reeds. Oboe reeds retail for around $15 each. We will have a private lesson instructor who will help us to get those, and we'll have to communicate about what exact cost is from them. For bassoon, you have a seat strap, cork grease, reed case, reeds. Bassoon reeds retail for around $18 each. Okay, most of the bassoon players at this point and the oboe players, they kind of know how that works. If you need help with that though, please let us know. Bass clarinet, you need a cleaning swab, neck strap, neck swab, cork grease, and reeds. Saxophone, very, very similar. So just note that with reeds, one reed will not last that long. Usually you get out a reed, and if you take really good care of it, it might last for about a month, and then you're on to a new one. The per reed cost in general is around $3, a little bit less if you buy a box of them. So just, factor that cost in. We like them to have 3 going at all times. That way, if one breaks or chips, they're ready to go. They don't have to wait a week for $3 to get a reed or to order something and to have it delivered. Every band student needs to have a wired music stand for use at home, especially in this time when they're doing a lot of things at home. Okay, brass supplies. Make sure you have these. Trumpets need valve oil, slide grease, polishing cloth, mouthpiece brush, and cleaning snake. Almost all of the brass are similar, right? French horns need rotary valve oil, but slide grease, polishing cloth, and mouthpiece brush. Trombones, slide cream, it's called trombotine. Tuning slide grease, polishing cloth, mouthpiece brush, and cleaning snake. Baritone needs valve oil, slide grease, polishing cloth, mouthpiece brush, and cleaning snake. Like I said, all of them are the same. Tuba is similar. All percussionists need to have their own snare sticks, marimba mallets, xylophone mallets, timpani mallets, and a stick bag. If you have all these things from when you were a beginner, you're good to go. If you've lost or broken any of those, if your student has, then they need to be replaced. Every band student needs to have a wire music stand for at-home practice. And you can order those through Music and Arts. Um, Hopefully you can go on their website and figure those things out as you need them. If you need recommendations, you can let us know what you need to know, and we can let you get that information quickly. Okay, the band boosters. Polk Middle School Band Booster Club is a parent organization of concerned band parents who want to be part of the band and want to join in what we do and be supportive. Um, the more supportive, involved parents we have, the better our students are going to be. We have openings on the board that will occur within the next year. Miss Elisa Laird right now is our treasurer, and in next year we'll be needing someone else because her student is going to be an eighth grader and is going to be moving on. So if you think that you might be interested in helping out in some kind of way, just let us know and we will definitely utilize your help. Okay, band fees. In the past, we've had band fees that were as high as for the top band, $75 for the year. But in light of our current COVID-19 situation, we don't know what we're going to be able to do. We're not sure if we're going to be able to go to a contest or have a solo contest here at our school. We don't know what that's going to look like. And so for right now, I'm going to reduce the band fee as much as I possibly can and split it into two halves. So the fall band fee for symphonic band and concert band is $10. That's it. That pays for a band shirt and the binder that most students have already. And that is basically our cost. Okay, so I'm just buying that. We've bought the binders already. We'll be getting the band shirts. $10 is all we need. For Wind Symphony, we need to up that to 20 because we have district and region entry fees. So it's $20 to pay for the band shirt, the binder, and then also those entry fees. When we get to the spring, we are going to have to determine what activities we're going to be able to participate in, and then we will have to assess what type of band fee we need to levy at that time. So, I'm not sure what that's going to look like, and so I feel like as of right now, I just need to say we're not charging anything until we know something more. Okay. All right, communication. Much of our most crucial communication is through Parent Square. I know that the district likes to send a lot of communications through Parent Square, and that may be a good or bad thing for your family, but I will say that it's good for us in several ways. First of all, if you have your information correct in Teams or in our parent self-serve, then whatever updated information that is, Parent Square will send to you. Also, if you speak a different language, it automatically translates to those languages. So it's very effective for us. I promise that I will only send things that you really need to know and are critical. I'm not going to spam your email box with a whole bunch of junk, but I encourage you to download the Parent Square app and get in there, log in, figure out how to log in, and then make sure your settings are up to date. You can have it set where you only get emails at a certain time of the day, that you only get them from certain classes and whatnot. So make sure that your settings are up to date so that that service really works for you. Okay, fee payment, whether you have a school-owned instrument fee or we're talking about the band fees. I'm going to send you details tomorrow about the payment methods over the internet by credit card. You're going to have an opportunity to pay by PayPal or by utilizing a service through the district called RevTrack. You may be familiar with it from library fines or other school things you had to pay for. You'll be getting information about that very soon. If you'd like to pay in cash or check, checks can be made out to TPMS BB, Ted Polk Middle School Band Boosters. That's our parent organization. And cash or check can be either delivered to the reception desk at Polk, and they will bring it down to us, or mailed to Ted Polk Middle School Band, care of Brian Palmer, at 2001 Kelly Boulevard, Carrollton, Texas, 75006. That's the address of the school. So you can mail it right to us if you'd like. If you don't want to come up here, you could drop it off at the reception desk. Or like I said, we'll have some options for you for virtual paying with a credit card very soon. Okay, communication is the key. We want to keep students and parents informed. We use Parent Square, emails, calendars, phone call reminders, the band website, social media accounts to try to just get you as much as we can wherever you like to look for it. So, with the Facebook and Instagram, follow us, and it'll pop up on occasion, little things, little reminders. Sometimes that's very helpful. ask your students what's going on in band class. What do they have due? What do they need to be working on? Be involved with them. And the more you show interest, the more they're going to be knowing that it's something that they should be concerned about. Our emails are listed there. Please contact us if you have any questions. There's also a phone number for the band hall that you can dial directly to. And you're not bothering us, okay? Sure, we're busy, everybody's busy, but email us. We want to keep you informed. We want to help you to make your child's musical education as good as it can be. All right, well, that is all that I have. I hope that the start of the school year is great. I hope as soon as we come back that things will be amazing. We're looking at different options for safety as far as the students who are returning to school, and trying to limit the amount of spread of aerosolized particles and everything. We're planning to order bell covers for the instruments and covers for the instruments that to try to reduce that spread to other students and try to make it just as safe as we possibly can. So more on that soon, and we again encourage any questions, and thank you so much for listening.